We are team number 17479. Our team name is SCAR2, which stands for Saddleback Christian Academy Robotics Team 2. My name is Elise Fremont, and these are the other members of our team: Matthew Basilio, Ethan Ree, Atticus Pellissier, Joshua Shen, Josiah Goltney, and Silas Chang. Our coach and mentor, Matthew, is in the back. Our project is the effect of cigarette butts on the environment and how we can reduce these effects. We researched the following questions. What is a cigarette butt made out of? Are they recyclable? What is the harm done to the marine environment because of them? What harm is done to the environment because of the fires caused by them? And some of our solutions were personal ashtrays with different shapes, make the packages appealing to adults but not to kids. I hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you.
So I'm going to be talking about what cigarette filters are made out of. Cigarette filters are usually made out of cellulose acetate, which removes the tar and nicotine particles from cigarette smoke. But what is cellulose? Cellulose is a fibrous, natural material that helps strengthen plants and maintain their shape. I'm going to talk about cigarette butts causing fire. Careless smoking is the #1 cause of fire-related death and injury in the nation. Most of these cases involve not extinguishing smoking materials carefully. Many times, these fires are the result of cigarette butts tossed out of a car or thrown on the ground. Not enough attention has been given to this problem, and many fire departments have remained silent about the cigarette litter. In the 70s, there were many radio and TV ads that talked about cigarette littering as a major cause of forest fires. That is just as true today. We are exposing ourselves to the big potential of damage if we don't take action. We think fire officials across the nation need to speak up on the issue and provide official guidance to everyone to avoid cigarette-related fire tragedies.
I will be saying my research on marine life and how it affects it. San Diego State University research shows that leftover chemicals leach into the environment and kill fish. The chemicals from just one filter cigarette butt have the ability to kill fish living in a 1-liter bucket of water. In all cases, about half the fish were killed with very low amount of cigarette butts. The most important finding in the research is that it seems to be the filter, or rather what's left over of the filter, is the most dangerous to our water. An estimated 1.69 billion pounds of butts wind up as litter worldwide each year. Cigarette Butt Advisory Group, CBAG, has made a recommendation that cigarette butts be placed on the list of hazardous waste. The annual Ocean Conservatory International Coastal Group cleanup reports that cigarette butts have been the most single recovered item since collections began. My Keep American research findings say that 32% of litter on stream dormants is a tobacco-produced item, and cigarette butts are the #1 most littered item anywhere. According to the 3rd International Conference on Marine Debris, the litter traveling through storm drains and water system ends up in local streams, rivers, and waterways. Nearly 80% of the marine debris comes from land-based sources. Cigarette butt litter can also produce a hazard to animal and marine life when they mistake filters for food.
I will be talking about how they recycle cigarette butts and filters. A recycling company called TerraCycle turns the plastic filters into plastic pallets, benches, chairs, and backpacks. In South Korea, scientists have taken out the cellulose acetate from the filters. It becomes porous when heated with nitrogen. They make them into supercapacitors that work better than the kind they currently use. Chinese scientists have extracted 9 different chemicals from the cigarette butts and used them to make anti-corrosive material for a type of steel.
I'm going to talk about how to recycle cigarette butts into supercapacitors. But first I'm going to say what supercapacitors are. Supercapacitors are like batteries but charge and discharge much faster. Batteries can hold more energy and supercapacitors can hold some. But if you need a lot of energy in a very short time, you need a supercapacitor. This is how you make the supercapacitors out of the cigarette. You use the cigarette filters and put them in a sealed oven for 5 hours till it's 900 degrees. Then cook it to 900 degrees with 5 degrees Celsius per minute till it's 900 degrees Celsius, which that takes 2 hours. Then you take it out and make it into nitrogen, guilt, SO micropores, hydrocarbon material, which is the material to make supercapacitors.
I'm going to be talking about solutions to cigarette butt trash. Cigarette butts are the #1 litter on our roads and freeways. The only 2 items that can be legally littered are water and chicken feathers. For example, most people will not buy a hamburger at a fast food restaurant, eat the burger, then throw the wrapper on the ground. Cigarette butts should be regarded as trash and properly disposed. There are personal ashtrays that can be used for on-the-go people. There are ample cans at every public facility, many with ashtrays on top. We cannot stop people from smoking if that is their choice. However, we can train the next generation to be respectful and law-abiding so that the problem of cigarette litter ceases to exist.
And finally, I'll be talking about the implementation of personal ashtrays. I did some research and I found that many cigarette butt litterers do not know that they are littering. Many litterers do not know about personal ashtrays. We can tell people the hazards of littering and advertise to people who smoke. We can suggest to cigarette companies to sell personal ashtrays so the problem cigarette butts will be less of a problem. We can give out free samples at places that sell cigarettes of cigarette butt ashtrays, portable ashtrays, and ask parks for money to buy personal ashtrays so they don't have to spend all that money on a cleaning. So that's about it for our cigarette butts presentation. Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you. Good questions, Sarah.
You talked about the next generation, and you talked about how we can change that, and how can we change that?
Well, we can change that by when they're young. We can teach them. The parents can smoke, but they can also train their kids. If they choose to smoke cigarettes, they can throw them put them in the ashtrays, like what I also said on personal facilities, trash cans with ashtrays on top, or the other stuff, the personal ashtrays.
So the parents are teaching the children. I guess my question was, how can we teach the parents then?
We can teach the parents the same way, but also we cannot stop them from smoking.
I was kind of curious, what is the cost of the personal ashtrays?
So I did some research on a website. The cost of personal ashtrays, I found a 12-pack for like $40-something, and they're a little bit expensive.
And are they reusable, or are they?
Yeah, they're reusable.
Okay. And what's the cost of making the supercapacitors?
I don't really know.
Okay. What were some of the resources that you got your information from?
The computer.
Well, what were on the computer?
Well,
OneNote.
I used
OneNote?
Yeah, my dad helped me.
Okay.
What was that website called?
I just use the dictionary.
Okay.
I
I
use
used this website. I don't know what it's called.
I-
I used cigarettelitter.com. I think that's what it was.
Did you guys interview anyone, or
No.
did you share this in any way with?
My dad and mom.
No.
Okay.
What does it say?
sister.
When
And
we
my
were
brother.
outside, we saw a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
walking up on Concordia
It is a
campus,
pretty
I
big
found
problem.
over 40 cigarette butts just laying on the grass and the sidewalk.
Okay. How has this impacted you guys? Are you doing something different as a result of this research project?
At Concordia campus, I'll take a plastic bag and I'll just throw all the cigarette butts in there and I'll throw it away. So
So you're making your own,
I'm cleaning it up.
but your own cigarette butt tray, portable tray out of a plastic bag.
Is your team doing anything to stop the people who are smoking from wasting them and not recycling them?
Not yet. We're working on it.
When we were at that when we were at SCA Christian Academy, which is in Mission Viejo, the people who are next door, in the next building, we've seen them smoke.
Yeah,
Alright.
one lady.
That's
was
time.
like-
Yeah, we smell them.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.